And now it's Sidebar with Del Rio and Caraway.
Welcome to Sidebar with Del Rio and Caraway. Dan, earlier this year, you told us about some new laws that came into play, and now there is an update on e-bikes out of California.
Yeah, so California tried to get ahead of the e-bike crisis that's basically been happening, where e-bikes originally were for children, supposed to be fairly low speed. Now they have ones that go 50 miles an hour, and it's resulting in accidents and problems. So California passed a law this year that basically says, if you have an e-bike that's not meant for children, which is kind of defined as anything over 30 miles an hour, because that's the cutoff for an M2 license, or if you know that your kids are out acting recklessly or should know that they're acting recklessly, they will actually pass the liability for the kids on to the parent. This just happened in Southern California, where a mother is now being charged with 2 counts of felonies because her kid went out, was popping wheelies on his fast e-bike and ran into an 80-year-old.
Not good. So keeping the streets safer. Chuck, moving to a case in Washington with an otter.
Yes. This is a case that could have went a lot worse than it actually did. You have a mother and a daughter in Washington walking to school through a marina. An otter jumps out, grabs the girl, brings her underwater. She's okay. Mom sues the marina, saying that they knew or reasonably should have known about this otter, that they had multiple complaints, which is what you need under the law in order to prove negligence. Ultimately, it was never decided whether or not they knew or reasonably should have known, because they settled, which means they're not admitting liability, but they're saying, we would rather pay this money now than have to go through all of the cost of litigation and those types of things.
Okay, and Dan, one more case that is regarding IVF in Florida. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is a case that just raises more questions than answers. So you have a couple that goes for IVF in Florida. Baby is born and there is a noticeable discrepancy. The couple goes ahead, gets genetic testing, finds out, lo and behold, there is no genetic match to either parent. So at this point, litigation ensues, investigation ensues. They're trying to figure out, one, what happened to our embryos? I mean, what happened to, where is our, still trying to figure that out. It's out there somewhere. They do find out who are the parents of the genetic material they were given. So now there's all these questions going on as to kind of what's going to happen out of this.
Okay, well, we'll keep watching to see what happens. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Sidebar.
This has been Sidebar with Del Rio and Caraway.